Okay, let's cut to the chase. Spain are better than England, aren't they? I think most people watching this video would probably concede that. Spain, they kind of look like a good club side, don't they? Very fluid. Everyone knows what they're doing. Nice patterns of play. England, although star-studded, they look like an international side, fairly stodgy and just kind of finding a way to get through. Well, it's a good thing we're playing international tournament football on Sunday then, which does mean there are ways and means that England can beat Spain and win the Euros. Here are 6 of them, my theories of how England can get the job done, make history, and bring the cup home on Sunday. First one, get it done early, okay? I think Spain are going to go into this thinking they're going to control the game. They're not going to be worried whether they score in minute 3 or minute 83. And I think there's going to be a certain amount of patience about the Spanish. England, if you look through the tournament, have skewed much better, much earlier in the games. They got in front, didn't they, against Serbia and Denmark. And I think in the knockout phases, particularly the last 2, the quarter and the semi, England have been noticeably better against Switzerland and against Netherlands in the first half, faded a little bit in the second half. And I would go as far to say as that the first half against Netherlands was England's best performance of the tournament, which is why I'm saying they've got to get in there, start fast, get amongst it. And I think most of us would agree that if England were 1-0 up, we'd be fairly confident that even though we'll get the sit back criers a lot, they would be confident that England could maybe see that out, far more so than if it's level at half-time, whereas most England fans are probably going to be thinking, oh, we're going to fade off. When's the Spain goal coming? Or our best hope here is extra time. So can England get the fast start, get in front and control the game in that way? 2, individual quality. Now, I know Spain have got plenty of individual quality, particularly the 2 wide players and the pair in central midfielders. But we're talking match-winning quality. And England, if you look at how they've got through, Bellingham, the overhead kick against Slovakia was just a moment of brilliance. Saka against Switzerland, I know the subs have been made, but kind of just came out of nowhere, didn't he? Cuts inside, bends it in the corner. No chance for the keeper. We can say the same thing about Ollie Watkins against the Netherlands. It's just a quick breakaway with everyone thinking we're going to extra time and a quality moment. If England can make this a coin flip game that's decided on individual quality and the English players turn up in that regard and the Spanish don't, maybe that can be the key once more again. 3, defences win tournaments. Are England better defensively than the Spanish? There's an argument that it's tight, but don't just look at defensive records when you're judging defences. That sounds weird because what you'll find with possession teams like Spain is they have a good defensive record, not because of amazing head it, kick it, heroic defensive actions and the ability to not fold under pressure. They have a good defensive record because they keep the ball and they don't have to face as much sort of defensive work during the game. England have had to face quite a lot of defensive work. And look, call me silly, but if you take out the 2 worldies from Hjulmand of Denmark and Simmons of Netherlands, England have only conceded 2 non-worldy goals in 600 minutes. What that means is they've made it very hard for the opposition to score past them. And if the superstars on the wings, Williams and Lamul, can be shackled, where are the Spain goals coming from? You tell me, can England's defence be the key against the Spanish? Or can England's bench be the key against the Spanish? We've known England, in terms of squad quality, have probably had the edge over most teams in the tournament. And probably in terms of the bench, do they have the edge over everyone in the tournament? And you've got to say, even though he's rightfully come in for some questioning, Gareth Southgate, substitutions have been bob on, haven't they? Down to penalty takers against the Swiss, and obviously Palmer and Watkins combining for that amazing goal and that amazing moment against Netherlands. If this game is decided by the benches at minute 75, 85, 95, 105, is that a potential edge that England have? Because I think we all agree, starting 11 and the way the teams look, England don't have the edge. Number 5, penalties. And far be it for me to be confident as an England fan in a penalty shootout, but if it goes to penalties, you know that the narrative is going to be England have been here in this tournament. I think they've won 3 out of 4 under Gareth Southgate. Obviously, the shootout they lost was in a Euro final, and it was the second shootout of the tournament. I don't know. You tell me your logic theories here. Do the team that have already had a shootout win, do they have the confidence to kind of go through, or do the team that are kind of coming in fresh, have the confidence to do it? I just feel England might fancy penalties. And if you want, you can go and vote. I've put a poll up in the community tab on the Benjamin Bloom Football channel, which basically says, would you take penalties right now? If I could take out the first 120 minutes, would you take a penalty shootout right now? Go and vote in that. I think the results are going to say most fans probably would. Which is a bit of a sea change from the 90s and noughties, isn't it? Finally, luck. Dumb luck. Well, are we talking about dumb luck, or what's the quote? I've written it down. Luck is where preparation meets opportunity. Yes, I agree with that in sport. Look, I'm an Ipswich Town fan who had to put up with these absurd kind of accusations of luck as my team received a double promotion and scored some late goals whilst banging the door down and attacking for the last 30 minutes of a game. And that's luck. England's been a bit different because they've got 2 late goals here. Jude Bellingham's from a long throw and an overhead kick in minute 95 against Slovakia. And Ollie Watkins' 91st minute breakaway goal kind of against the run of play. Again, is this going into individual quality or luck? Because when we talk about luck, we can also talk about the draw, which has worked out fairly nicely. You can tell me that's preparation, opportunity, or dumb luck for the English squad. And the penalty against Netherlands, which I've got to say, in my brain, regardless of what IFAB's kind of wording says about a defender daring to lift his foot off the ground to block a shot because their studs may become visible, I don't think that was a penalty. And I think England got lucky to get themselves back in the game, because we know how England huff and puff when they're behind. I think it was vital to score when they did. So are England just giving you the air of a team that is either dumb lucky or is very well prepared when opportunity does come? You tell me in the chat. That is how I think England could beat the Spanish in the final on Sunday. What do you think of my 6 theories? Which one do you think is most likely, if any of them at all? And what is your take on how England could potentially beat the Spanish and win Euro 2024? Get involved down there in the comments. We'll do a proper prediction over the weekend as things ramp up and we prepare for England versus Spain in the Euro 2024 final.